And we're live. Welcome to Dark Days Radio on Gehenna Gaming presents Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. I'm one of the regular hosts of Dark Days Radio, Chris, and we are, of course, as always, joined by on our what would be our. I'm looking at the screen and I'm saying on my left, yes, is right. I don't know. I've mostly not reflected the thing right. Is Crystal. We've got Mike, we've got Chigg, and we've got David, who is, of course, running our game of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. We are not joined by Elaine this week. She is off, unfortunately, but I'm sure David will find some interesting ways to write her out. Whereas we're joined once more by Klaus. Hello, Klaus.
Hello.
Hello. Let me just. I'm gonna just do something on my video because I always forget this. I should go to video settings, and I should actually not mirror my video. There we go. That's correct. So I'm now actually, yeah. Cool. Okay, good. Right, David, you can start.
I can start. Crap. Okay. Well, yes, we're a bit late for various technology reasons. But
Max.
I think we're all good now. Yeah, Max. Cool. So, as far as I remember, the end of last session, Chris got screamed at, or Francesco got screamed at by a madman.
Yeah, he recited the titles of a number of upcoming books.
Yeah, it's very good product placement. Yeah, basically a madman screamed at you as you were walking to the pub, weren't you? So yeah, we will have Klaus join us in a little bit. He will turn up in probably no more than 5 minutes, as long as these three don't decide to go shopping again. And I am trying to think of a way to get rid of an elf. Maybe the elf was scared of the random homeless person screaming at her, and so ran away for a little bit.
Yeah. She also
doesn't mark down the street.
Yeah, she also doesn't seem to really like all these humans and these like really crowded human things. So that could be another reason for her to kind of break away from the group. But just remind me, Crystal, did we stick your character in my cart, like wrapped up in blankets under a tarpaulin? Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Chris, you've heard Mary's heard all of this random screaming and shouting about the river and the Reich and the horned god and all that kind of stuff that was screamed at. But you've not seen the fact that it's come from this random homeless guy wearing a loincloth, or who it's directed at. Am I on the right page of the book? Yes, I am. Cool. Okay. So, we literally just left it after the guy screamed these things at Francesco. Do you want me to read it again, or
Go on.
Go on then. Give Klaus a bit of knowledge. Oh no, it doesn't want to. Okay, I'm having technology problems now. I see darkness gathering. I see darkness gathering as the last house of joy falls. Beware, for shadows over Bogenhafen stir. Then, beloved Moor, resplendent investments of green, stands astride Sigma's great river. Yea, I see death on the Reich, and I despair. For then the stained hand guides the once mighty lord, and this power behind the throne curses us all. Lo, the horned rat then claims the broken king atop his throne of lies, and the white walls fall, leaving our empire in ruins. Tremble in fear, ye mighty, for the end times have come. That's what.
Okay. Well, that's a bit weird, but let's keep going to David. What was the name of the tavern that we were going to meet my riverboat friend Joseph Cordigan?
He's the boatman. The boatman inn, and Joseph is with you,
yes.
And he's just kind of staring at the bloke, going, "Well, that's a bit weird."
Yeah, that is strange, Joseph. That's the city for you.
Yeah, city folk. You city people who live in cities, you're all a bit weird.
Yeah, you know what
let's go down to the docks.
given I've been doing a little bit of homework to get into character, Francesco just quizzically looks in the direction of the madman and goes, "Che cavallo," which basically translates in Chilean as "what the cabbage," which is a play on words because cabbage is much similar to a word caso, which I'm sure I might use at some point in the future.
All Italians, we apologise.
Yes.
He kind of. How did I leave him? Did I actually? I think I left him. He didn't respond. I can't remember how I left the guy at the end of the session.
What, the madman?
Yeah.
He's just rambling and pointing.
I pretended like it was part of some bit of street art, like performance, and then we just carried on our way. So, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. You just ignored him. Yeah, that was it.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So you Joseph's like, yeah, you city folk are weird, and you head off to the pub that Joseph is going. It's like the best. It's the best on the docks. You'll get no trouble in there. People are generally friendly, nice. It's all full of river folk and sailors, but the nice type of sailors, not those weird ones who do weird things. These are good ones, traders, things like that. Not the navy. The navy can stay the other side of the sea.
Oh yeah, we don't want anything to do with them. Hey Joseph, can we drop off my cart and maybe someone in the back of the cart at your boat, or at least like get her out of the sheets?
Oh, when we're down there, she'll be perfectly safe. As long as you're with me, the river folk will back you up, and those unsavory types, they don't come down this end because they know what's ready for them. So
Okay.
When we're down there, she can come out and walk around. But we'll definitely store you. We'll put Jill on the barge, and we'll put your cart on the barge as well.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
I got some precious goods in here, so you know.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. No, we'll sort all that out. Don't worry about that.
All right, perfect.
And you obviously do sort all that stuff out. And Murray, you are obviously allowed out of the cart now, and Joseph fully puts forward that no, you are safe. That lot don't come down here. Whether you believe him or not is up to you.
I do not believe him. However, I don't plan on leaving the boat.
You're going to stay on the boat. You're not going to go to the pub. Joseph is like, don't worry. He's like 6.5, 7 foot tall, this bloke, and built of muscle. Despite the fact that he keeps squeaking wine bottles and is very, very...
Fine, I'll go.
Mari, it'll be fine. These river folk, they're really an upstanding bunch.
All right.
Just be careful if you're bringing in any shipments. You don't want like a crate to fall off the back of a barge or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on high alert the entire time.
Good. And so Joseph takes you to one of the many pubs that line the docks. They all look relatively similar. The ones kind of further away, kind of towards the depths of the docks, look darker and dingier, but most of the ones where you are, they look relatively similar. And he takes you to the Boatman Inn. As you enter the Boatman Inn, it's quite lively, quite chatty. A load of people in there. They kind of don't pay any attention to you. Joseph waves at a few people and goes to a table and sit down. As you walk in, you happen to notice somebody. Some teenager sat at a table all by himself, looking very confused and lost. Looks very familiar, as if you might have known him from a few days ago. And yes, Klaus is somehow in this pub. Shock horror.
It's me friends.
Dun.
Hello.
Ah, Klaus, you made it from whatever adventure you were on. Yeah, the elf said that she lost track of you at some point. What happened to you over the last couple days?
Well, we was heading to turn in our bounty, right?
Yep.
And there was a shrine on the side of the road, and I said, wait right here for 5 minutes. I have to go, pay my respects. And say my prayers like Graham taught me, and I went into the shrine, and I went and I said my prayers, and I made my sacrifices, and when I came out, well, she was gone, and but there was a pig on the road, and I chased the pig, but the pig got away, so I didn't have a pig. It was very sad. But the pig has a home, so it's okay. It's not a wild pig. We wouldn't want one of those. But so yeah, by the time I go back to the shrine, she was gone.
Well,
So-
I'm glad you made it here to Altdorf.
Well, I knew that we were heading to Outdorf, so I just came over here, waited for you.
Great. Well, this is just by chance you happen to be here. This is excellent. Joseph. This is he's essentially Francesco's manservant at this point. Klaus.
Ah,
Really nice young man.
you look like a solid worker. Would you like a job?
Oh, I have a job. I'm working for Mr. Francesco over there.
You are working now for this boat as I am making you work on it.
I already have a job. I work on a boat.
It is my boat that you are going to be working on. If you want it, I will pay you as well. If you
I would like that a lot, yes. Yes, please.
I can't remember how much it is I pay you.
Now, Joseph? What is the prevailing wage on one of the boats these days?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
I'm sure Amari here would be very interested to know, just to keep track of what the going rates are.
Oh, I
Could
think it's
be
something
good
like
for the
2 shillings
newspaper.
A day?
Is
Yeah.
what?
2 shillings a day.
Wait, what?
2 whole shillings every
Oh.
day.
What? I mean, Gertrude's extremely surprised. This
Oh,
sounds like a lot.
That
Also
sounds fair.
wrong, but
That sounds fair.
I'm going to go with that for the moment until I find the.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, we
Well,
can
the rules-
retcon this to be the correct amount, but wow.
On the rules front, it gives you Chigg, it gives you access to the boatman career. So as we were talking about before this, it gives you access to the ability to put experience into swimming. So if you happen to get thrown off it, you can possibly swim.
Yeah, because normally you have to complete your career and then spend 100 XP to enter a new career. And that I think it's a new career to go up one that you're already in, or into a different one. It's 200 XP to go into a new career when you haven't completed the one you're in. So what you're basically getting is a free career access. So you don't have to pay the service charge, basically.
It's quite good, and yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the boatman career. Gives you some things. Oh, here it is. Where is it? Yes, it's 2 shillings per day.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I'll be
Wow.
working.
Yeah.
I think you all
This is
decided they were
incredible.
gonna work. I think even the elves said they were going to work.
Yep.
Before they decided they didn't like the city and ran away. Probably joined another boat crew somewhere.
Is Mel the elf a high elf or a wood elf?
High elf.
Okay, because intriguingly, a wood elf cannot be a boatman. They're not allowed this career.
Huh.
Anyway, just a fun fact from the rulebook. Let's get back to role playing.
Cool.
Klaus, glad you made it back here. Glad you made it back. Let's all take a seat and have a pint.
Yes, yeah, I will. Yes. Don't worry, I'll get the first lot in. And barkeep, round of brandies for my friends. Everybody, have some brandy. And
Brandy.
they bring up.
Brandy.
Everyone gets pints of brandy.
Oh yeah, Klaus, you'll have realised that Francesco is wearing a mask, like a Venetian mask.
Sorry, that's just reminded me as well. I forgot about this. 1 second. Klaus, you take 1 point of corruption.
Okay.
Spicy.
I think everybody else got one last game, and
Yeah.
other weirdness was happening as well.
I think it was 2 points of corruption that I got from dealing with the demon.
Yeah, you got some corruption as well.
Oh yeah, I got 1 point.
'Cause,
Klaus already has 2 points from dealing with that demon.
There we go then.
yeah, and you've got another point.
Okay.
So yeah, you'll need a few more before you have to start worrying. But maybe
Klaus
you're
is such a
starting to
pure
look
and
a little bit
innocent
green.
soul.
Maybe.
That doesn't last very long in Warhammer Fantasy roleplay.
You have a soul? They'll hunt you down and burn you as a witch in this game if you have a soul. But yeah, cool. Klaus orders you all brandy, and he starts sitting there, and I know he's already talked about the Scharfenfest, but he goes off on one about the Scharfenfest and about how good and brilliant it is down in Bogenhafen at this time of year. All the wonderful exotic beasts that you'll be able to see down there, the games that go on, the jousts, the boxing
Beasts?
matches.
Joseph, what kind of beasts are you talking about?
Last
Is it
year
like-
they had a hippogriff down there. It was
A
amazing.
hippogriff?
Hippogriff.
My
Never
gosh.
seen one before. It was
Those
not.
are... I've heard those are gigantic.
It was, and they had it in
Big
a
as a
small cage.
house.
They had this really small cage, and it was not happy.
Are there tournaments of dueling?
I'm sure you could probably find some dueling down there, definitely. If not, I'm sure there'll be loads of people who wouldn't mind having a duel. They're all drunk as well, because there's this massive tent where they serve food and my wine and everything. There's even some stocks around there. Like all the laws kind of come a bit vague, and you get like the what I can't remember what they're called, but it's something like the festival court that they have, and you get to throw rotten fruit at things.
It is this. It is like a carnival that we have back in my
Yes,
home.
yeah, very much so. All sorts of fun things. You've got some doctors, though people like to say that they're called, and you might find a few truth readers and all that kind of stuff. It's all a bit of a laugh, but yeah, this year, what's down there? What's down there this year? Grand Duke Leopold of Middenland possibly might be there himself, and Graf Wilhelm von Spotten, something or other. I'm not going to bother trying to say that because I can't.
Joseph probably doesn't know how to pronounce it either. He's just
Nope.
like,
But he's basically the lord of the area. So there's going to be these big people there, and it's going to be part of the joust. It's all going to be great fun. Definitely come down with me and have some fun with that. But anyway, what brings you to Altdorf, you lot? Why are you down here? What's going on? And why do you want to travel to Bogenhafen?
well, we were happening to be traveling to Altdorf. I was just doing some trade, doing some mercantile stuff. When we were stopped off at a coaching inn, and we got a flyer looking for I think it was the Grand Prince of Middenland was looking for people. Oh no, it was from Ostland, wasn't it?
Ostland, yeah.
Yes, my bad. From Ostland was looking for people to help him with a journey to the Grey Mountains at a very, very fortunate rate, even more than 2 shillings per day. So we were hoping to catch up with him here in Altdorf to inquire about employment. However, it seems like he's already moved off to Bogenhafen, and we are set to go there following after him to see if he needs our services. Myself, of course, as a quartermaster. Francesco here is an expert duelist and also a bit of a smooth talker. And Mari, of course, can dig up any kind of facts or important information. And Klaus is
A boy
Klaus-
looking for a fortune.
of course. But Klaus, you can speak for yourself. What can you do?
I'm good with animals.
Of course. Great with Jill, the mule.
Yes. I see we've also lost our friend the elf.
I'm sure the elf will turn up next session.
He'll come back at some
I'm
point.
sure
They're
she
they're a bit
is.
iffy around water.
She has found a wanted poster somewhere.
Perhaps.
So, as you kind of, as then the barman or the landlord comes in and puts flagons of brandy in front of you, someone walks into the bar. He's dressed in black, all black, tall, skinny, squinty eyes, pointy nose, and the entire bar, the entire pub stops talking, looks at him, and then slowly, as soon as he starts looking at people, they look away. He walks straight towards the bar. He goes, "Innkeep, brandy." throws some coins on the bar top, picks up a bottle from behind the bar, moves towards the far corner to take to a table which is actually occupied, and just sits down, puts his brandy down, sits down, and the people on the table move away and go to a different table. And then the conversation starts up, but people are a little bit more suspicious, and they're just like trying not to look at him and just trying to pretend that he's not there.
Joseph, who's that?
It's awful rude.
That's wow. That's not someone you want to be dealing with. Let's just leave it at that, shall we? Right. Let's just forget that he's here. Let's just have our drinks and have some fun. And we'll be gone in the morning. You don't have to worry about it anymore. So let's just drink up. Barkeep. Let's have some food on the table as well. I'm in a good mood today. And he's thrown half his brandy across the bar. He's throwing his hand up as well. Like, oh, and more brandy. Just bring a couple of bottles. And basically just.
Good. Oh, great.
Fine.
Free food too. This is turning out real awesome.
Klaus will pocket some of the food for later, just in case.
Good thinking. What kind of food is it, David? What are we enjoying
What kind
tonight?
of food do you like? The barman has gone. He's actually taken an order off you. He's actually gone. Yes,
my.
okay.
Gertrude would like the schnitzel.
Yes. I'm sure we have some battered meat product that we can give you.
Okay.
Definitely. Do you want gravy? Well, do you want sauce with that? I won't call it gravy, but would you like sauce with that?
Yes.
Good on you, sir. Madame, sorry. I'm a bit confused. I've been hit in the head too many times.
Oh, well, that happens.
And what about everybody else? Anybody else?
I will have a slice, some cold cooked meats, some cured hams and cheese.
Okay, a cold schnitzel. Good. Okay, would you like gravy? I mean, sauce with that.
No.
Well, Francesco, you gotta have the sauce with the schnitzel.
It's
Yeah,
too
the sauce really makes
stodgy,
it.
too thick, all no flavor.
Okay, well, your loss.
Okay. You're weird.
Right,
Right, anybody
barkeep, can I get his gravy? Second helping.
Certainly. I'll bring a jug.
Perfect.
And young boy and milady, anything I can get for you two?
Sure. I'll have the charcuterie board too.
Cool, another schnitzel for you. And young lad, how can I help? What kind of food would you
I
like?
hear the schnitzel here is pretty good, so I'll have one of them, please.
Right, you can have the sausage. Cool. Good. Okay, right. I'll be back with your orders later. And Joseph, I've got your order of a pig. Cool. Right. See you in a bit. He disappears. Basically, having only really paid attention to Gertrude for some reason. I
Just
think
she's the
because you
cute
had the
one.
sauce.
She's the saucy one.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So, I guess we'll just wait for our food here. And then we'll, we're gonna be, Joseph, we're gonna be staying on dry land tonight, or gonna stay on the boat. What are you thinking?
Never stay on dry land. Always stay on the boat.
Yeah.
Don't sleep well on dry land. If there's not this slight sway, I can't sleep.
Oh, right.
Gentle rocking of the waves, lapping of the water around your ears.
It's just so soothing, isn't it?
It is. It puts me to sleep like a little baby.
Yeah. I mean, that's why the writers keep describing the adventures of you river folk and, the lifestyle that you lead.
We're a good folk.
Yeah.
We're misunderstood, but we're a good folk.
Yeah.
As this conversation is going on, the door to the bar opens again. rather loudly this time, in a kind of merry shout, I will say. And two characters walk in, quite characterful. So one of them goes in and goes, "I say, chaps, what a quaint establishment this one is. I think that's yes. Guards, come here. We'll stay here for a little bit. I think we shall enjoy our time here." And it's like, "Come on then, Gregor. We will go to the bar and slum it with these lowlifes." And they are quite clearly rich nobles, young, rich, drunk nobles, and they have with them 4 really, really big, well-armed bodyguards who just stand by the door and stare at everybody.
Someone's going to go strike up a conversation with the stupid rich people. Drunk rich people. We'll see if they're stupid or not.
So yeah, they've walked over to the bar and they've loudly proclaimed as well, "2 of your finest drinks, landlord!" And they throw like a few pennies on the bar for it as well, and they start laughing at each other. And Francesco, are you going to go over?
I'm going to go up and pay for their drinks.
They look at you and it's like,
Buongiorno.
We don't need your money. Be gone
I heard your dialect. You are of noble blood.
We are of more noble blood than you are.
I am. Excuse me, sir. My name is Francesco Trevisan. I am of Talia. I am a noble and traveling duelist.
Oh, you're not from the Empire. Filthy, dirty. Ugh. And they just turn away from you.
Huh. Oh well, I was considering you may have wanted to play a game of cards, but oh well.
No. And one of the guards just kind of walks up and stands behind you menacingly. He's about half a foot taller than you and has a poleaxe.
Yes, good day, sir. And then I'll walk past him.
And they just kind of they stand by the bar downing pints of brandy, making really crass comments about commoners, smelly oiks and dirty, filthy underlings, and just like, there's no use in any of this. And after a while you're eating your food and having your conversation with excuse me, Joseph, one of them loudly declares to the other, "Let's try some brandy bounce." Necks his pint of brandy, turns around and just vomits, projectile vomits over the bar, the room, should I say, and hits a few of the customers, and they both burst out laughing, thinking it's hilarious. The one who didn't vomit turns around and goes, "Oh, well done! We'll give you, I think you got how many? 1, 2, 3 people there. I think that's 5 points. Now my turn." And he picks up his brandy, necks it, holds it in, looks around, and sees Mary. And he starts to stumble towards you. And you see him start to... What do you do?
All right. I'm going to... I am going to clock him right in the chin.
I was going to tell Klaus to stand up and just be in the way.
You're gonna punch the noble in the face who's about to vomit on you.
Yep.
Well, you don't want to punch him in the gut. That's counterproductive.
Oh, this is the nobles vomiting.
This is the
this is the nobles vomiting.
No.
As you get up...
Oh, wait, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Is there some sort of flat, like a platter type of thing or a board?
There'll be some like metal plates on the table from the food that you had, or a few metal wooden boards. It's almost hipster, but not quite hipster style wooden platters.
Awesome. I'm going to grab the I'm going to wait and then grab the closest one, the biggest one that's closest to me, and then hold it up, directed at him.
So, like as a shield or
Yep.
as a threatening thing?
Nope, as a shield.
As a shield. Okay. He doesn't really notice. He's too busy trying not to throw up at the moment. And yeah, he gets to you, and he just kind of projectiles onto the plate, and it obviously hits the plate. It just kind of spurts out to the side and kind of gets on everybody else around you. Kind of splashes back a bit on him, and he just bursts out laughing, loving it. Oh, you filthy commoners! Oh, you cheating bastards! Ah, you're no fun. And turns around.
As when he turns around, I'm going to just say, rather pointedly and not at all trying to hide it, better a commoner than a lowlife of a noble.
As you say that, you feel a hand clasp on your shoulder and squeeze, forcing you down into your chair. A voice in your ear whispers, "I wouldn't if I were you, pea-brains. Why don't you just sit there and enjoy yourself?" And you see the big, tall, skinny guy dressed in black right next to your face, kind of like right there.
Okay. I'm going to turn to him and be like, I'd enjoy myself better with better company.
Well, if you want better company, why did you come to the city then, you bumpkins? And he puts his hand on the hilt of his sword.
You will address my lady friend with the correct manner of a gentleman, good sir.
You think you frighten me? You
No,
claim
I just
you're a
think you should have
duelist?
some class.
You notice by now the entire
Oh.
pub has gone deathly quiet. And
Oh, good.
Josie is sat there going like that at you all.
I always thought that nobles had thicker skin, but I guess you use lotion for that.
I'm no noble. I wouldn't be seen with those likes. They'll be dealt with later.
If you're not a noble, then why are you sticking up for them?
I'm not sticking up for nobody. I just don't like your kind, you dirty, dirty peasant. And he flips your food over you, Klaus.
Hey! That was my lunch.
No.
Klaus is on his feet.
As soon as you stand up, he draws his sword and makes a swing for you. Let's go for initiative.
Yay!
Well,
I'm so going in to parry this. I'm not letting them kill my fucking manservant.
I'm glad that I have some value.
So initiative time.
Does this guy have a rapier?
I'm just trying to find his stats. Where is he?
Please no, please no, please no.
I've done it. My tablet has been really slow and annoying. What's he got? Oh, he just has a normal sword.
Okay.
They do have. Why am I doing that? I've got stats on a piece of paper and all the rules written out on a piece of paper rather than have to flick through book. I prepared. That's a novelty. Yeah, so let's do some initiative. I've forgotten how initiative works now.
It's just the rating, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what is everybody's initiative?
Mine is 27, but because I've got a rapier, I can go first.
Yep, that's fine. Gertrude?
38.
Bloody hell. Mary?
25.
25. Klaus, yours was quite good, wasn't it?
Oh God, no.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the elf.
Initiative is I, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
24.
24, okay. And this dude is okay. So he is not going to attack. So he'll let obviously Francesco with your rapier. What are you going to do?
I'm just trying to understand if Beat Blade is useful, but that's used for is removing advantage from him. So I am
right next to him. So
I am just going to. I think actually, I'm trying to think. What is best? Do I really want to? He's gone for his sword, right?
He's already drawn his sword out. Like
in aggression towards Klaus.
Stood up, he literally just went whoomph and pointed the sword straight at Klaus.
Well, can I literally just intimidate him because I can draw faster than him and just put the point of my blade at his throat?
You can point your blade at his throat, but he would have drawn it beforehand.
Right. Okay.
He's reacting to Klaus, not you.
Okay. Well, I'll just do that. I'll just do full-on intimidation using my weapon skill ability, essentially.
Cool. Make me an intimidation roll.
Okay, that's 30.
And we're going to go against
cool, I think.
Sorry?
I think intimidation is against cool.
It's against
or willpower. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
No, it's against cool.
It's against cool. Good.
Okay, that's even better.
I am going to spend point fortune and re-roll that. No, it's still crap. So no, I've got nothing. Again, it's really high. It's 70.
Okay, yeah, he got 4 levels of success.
But yeah, I still have my blade at his throat already.
He just turns around and just moves it away from his throat.
And up to his eye, right? Right. He's that.
Yeah, do it. And he strikes to disarm you.
Wow, to disarm me.
So he's going to attack you, Francesco.
Okay.
Weapon skill.
Yeah, sure.
Striking to disarm. Weak.
I'll spend another point fortune to re-roll that because that was bad.
Oh, gotta love the dice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've got a 25. So
cool. He still beats you by 1 success level. He has.
Well, I got 2 success levels on that, I think. 48. Yeah, 2 success levels.
So you got 2 success levels.
Yeah.
This guy. Oh, sorry, it's not against you. It's against his success levels on here, isn't it? I've got 3. So yeah, it's still by 1. He knocks. He doesn't do the full disarm, which is there's multiple levels of disarm, which is kind of cool. But he kind of moves your sword away, brings his around, wraps it, does that thing where he wraps the sword around and just flicks it, knocks the sword out of your hand, and he just clatters onto the table, and he just grins at you. He's like, yeah, I can do things as well. And then we have Gertrude gets to go.
Well, so what happened was when Klaus's platter got flicked away, so did Gertrude's, and she's furious. She wanted that schnitzel, so she picks up the big jug of gravy, the hot jug of gravy that she got, and splashes it right at the face of this guy.
Okay, what can we do with this? Let's do this as a ballistic skill check, ranged check. But it's a jug. You're just throwing water over someone, so it's not going to be hard. I'm going to actually give you make it an average, so plus 20 to your ballistic skill. And he stood right next to you, and he's not responding to it. So go for it.
I failed. I would like to use fortune though to re-roll this because I think it's funny.
Taking my dice rolling skill to a new level today.
I failed by 1 point. It got real close to him. Real close.
So you pick up the jug of gravy and you fling the gravy jug at him, and as you fling it, you want to hold on to it so that the gravy then explodes out of it, but it slips out of your hand because you've poured all the gravy out of it. And it's all over your hand as well, so it just kind of slips out and you just kind of twiddles past his head, and lands on somebody else's table and splatters everybody else in gravy. Next we have up. It would be Francesco, but you use your rapier skills to go jump him.
Yeah.
It's going to be Murray.
Where did Francesco's rapier go to?
It's on the table, isn't it?
It's on the table.
Fantastic. I grab it.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm going to step around behind him and bring it up to his neck.
That didn't seem to do much to him before. Just want to point that out. He seemed
If
to be
we keep
cool with that.
intimidating him, maybe his cool will finally break.
I don't
Perhaps.
think so.
Huh?
I'm just looking at his stats. It's like you
Um,
can try again, or you can stab him.
what is the rest of the pub doing? Like,
They're just kind of like slowly backing the fuck away from this.
Doesn't Murray have the pistol from before? From the road?
There should be 3 pistols, and only one of them has a shot left, I think.
Yeah, but still, you could just intimidate him with a pistol
you have
pointed
the
at him.
pistol. Yeah, because you kept the pistol and I kept one of the pistols.
Just pointed at him.
Yeah, I
He
pulled the
doesn't
pistol.
know it's not loaded.
Yeah, right?
I pull out the pistol.
Right. Make me an intimidation roll.
Fantastic.
Spend a I think you could spend is it a fate? And you can just,
It's not. Is it? Yeah, I think you can spend a fate to
let me just check.
automatically do some stuff here.
It's spend a,
Where's the fate stuff? Wounds, critical wounds. That's not the right reference.
spend a resilience and you can choose the die result. But that is resilience is harder to get back.
Resilience is
you
the
know-
one where I choose whether you get it back or not.
Yeah.
Whereas fate, fortune, you get back every turn, every session.
Okay. No, I am okay with spending a resilience.
Okay. What are you going to choose as your result? Is it you choose the dice result?
You choose the dice result.
Okay.
I'd want lower, right?
You want lower and turn it into a critical, so like ask for an 11.
Yeah, 11.
11. There we go. We'll do 11.
Cool. Okay. So how many success levels does that give you?
My intimidation is 28.
Okay. So that is
Solid 1
one success level.
with a critical.
Yeah, he gets 4 success levels. So how do criticals work when you don't get the right number, when the guy beats you on success levels?
I don't know.
I'm not too certain. I think it's up to GM's kind of thing, because it's not like a critical hit. It's more about, it's more narrative driven when it's anything that's not combat based.
Yeah, so okay, so what I'm going to say is he sees the pistol being drawn. He is scared of the thing because, oh crap, it's a black powder weapon. But because he is kind of used to, I'd say, being in fights, he's aware of how to deal with pistols, and he spins around and stands behind you. So he just basically gets a free move to move. He's using his cool-headedness to spin around and hide behind you instead of standing in front of the thing that can really, really hurt him. Because that sounds like a really bad idea.
Worse.
However, spinning around like this, he has brought him closer to Klaus, who now gets to
Klaus is just going to pop him. Just punch him right in the face. Or, wherever the...
I was going
Also, with the critical as well is he's going to be this guy's going to be at a disadvantage because he's keeping his eye currently on the pistol, so he's going to be surprised. He's going to have a surprised condition when you do this.
Okay, my
Gives
melee
you an
brawling
advantage.
skill is 42. I rolled a 14, which is... Was that
difference on
one
the
level
it's
of
the difference
success?
it's the difference on the tens.
Okay, so 2 levels of success.
So you rolled your weapon skill is 42.
Yep.
I've given you advantage because he's surprised, so that makes it 52.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 14.
And
so...
you rolled a 14, so that's 3 levels of success. No,
Yeah.
4 levels of success.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he rolled a 31, and his skill level is...
If it's 70, I give up and run away.
So I've got 2 success levels. So yeah, you crack him really hard in the face if you want to, or we can roll to see where you hit him.
I mean, yeah, let's roll to see where I hit him.
Cool. Roll to see
That
where you
is-
hit him. D100. You punch him in the face, or not?
I rolled a 100.
Wow.
That's
I
head.
don't know where
That
that
is
hit.
the
No,
left leg.
yeah.
I cracked him right in the
Kneecap.
hip. Okay.
You stomped him
Cool.
on the knee.
And you're just using the power of your body, aren't you?
Yep. So that is just the strength bonus, which
Strength bonus plus your success levels. So what's your strength bonus?
strength bonus is 3.
And you got 2 success levels, so that's 5.
I got 4 success levels.
No, it's the difference in success levels.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
So, that takes him 5. Cool. Okay.
Getting punched in the knee is still gonna buckle your knee.
Yeah, he feels it. He's like, fuck. And he's like kind of grabbing where either that or you've driven your knuckles through that little bit on the side of the leg, which just gives you that dead leg when he gets hit. And he's like, and he's kind of hobbling around a little bit. And he just turns around to you. Chris, Francesco, you don't have your rapier at the moment, so unfortunately you can't interject here. You'll have
No,
to pick
my
it up.
my action in my turn will be at my initiative position,
Yeah.
just picking up my blade and using it.
Yeah, so this guy is not happy that he's just been punched in the leg by a peasant, as he sees it, and has been hurt by this peasant.
Well, he's not wrong. Klaus is the lowest of the low.
So he's going to turn around using his sword, and he's going to try and drive the knuckle guard of the sword into your face.
Not my
So-
face. That's my moneymaker.
Do you want to roll your weapon skill to see
Sure.
what these do?
Not 100. Oh, 16. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's very good, because I rolled a 75. So you dodge all the way out of that as he just he's still too busy going, you bastard, and he swings for you and he's like cripples himself as he does it and stumbles over a chair, almost landing on Joseph's lap, who's just kind of like sat there with his... And Gertrude. Joseph is having none of this. He's just like sat there with his brandy going, oh, fuck, what have I done?
Yeah, Gertrude's a lover, not a fighter. But this dude's just attacking us for no reason, and it doesn't make any sense. So she is not going to pull out her dagger and will instead just try to hit this dude with a chair. She's just trying to subdue him. She's not trying to like permanently hurt him. But he seems like he's
Just gonna
bad
pick up
news
one of
bears.
these old world solid wooden chairs and
Well, we know
lightly hit him over the back.
we know they can go through windows. At least the tables can go through windows. So let's see what a chair does.
Indeed.
Cool.
So is this just a
Weapon skill.
melee basic?
Melee basic, yeah.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I got a success, but with no degrees of success.
You want to know how many success levels you have? Because I can't roll dice. I got 73, and he has a weapon skill of 42.
Okay.
I failed by 3.
All right.
And so what we'll say with the chair is it's your strength bonus because you're using your strength to swing it down. And we'll say it's a wooden object, so it's going to have a damage of 1. So strength bonus +1 plus my 3 success levels. Did you get any success levels?
No, I didn't. So it's just going to be 6 damage total.
6 damage.
Just.
And let's see where he gets hit with this solid wooden chair. That is a 7, which is the head. There it is.
And now that he's dead, we have to deal with the police.
Officer, I didn't mean to.
You as he stumbles and nearly falls into Joseph just kind of pushes him back towards you as you swing with the chair. And he stumbles over and you just crack him in the head with the chair, and he just falls to the floor like a sack of potatoes, profusely bleeding from a head wound that you have just caused. There appears to be maybe a slight dent in his head as well.
I'm gonna recover my blade from the table, turn him over, put my boot on his chest, and put the sword to his throat.
So, Miss Gertrude, I reckon that you're going to want to get on the boat real fast. You're going to be wanted for a murder.
Listen, I didn't mean to.
Stronzino! Who the hell are you?
He's out cold.
I don't think he's going to get back up.
Out cold. Does anybody have medicine?
I do, actually.
No.
I've got heal.
Oh, you've got heal? No, I want medicine.
All right.
Hold on, I'm not sure.
Klaus has animal care.
I do not have medicine.
No, okay, so you can't tell whether he's dead or not just by standing on him.
What are the other people in the inn tavern doing? Are they closing in on us? Or are they running to go get the cops?
They
town guard.
Don't seem to be paying any attention to that. Or the only people who are paying attention to it are the 2 nobles who are like, yeah, woo, fight, money on the black man in black. We're leaving now.
Well, good riddance, yeah.
And they just
aristocratic scum.
They're having arguments over each other because they were placing bets during the fight, and now they're just kind of like, no, I won. You owe me money, and over tables as they walk out. As Francesco stands on this guy's chest and points us on and says whatever he says.
I called him a little asshole, basically.
Yeah. The pub seems to kind of go back to normal as to how it was before all this kicked off.
Well, we can take him out back to the stable and splash some water on him.
Let's just see if Joseph has any.
I mean, surely
does anybody
there's
actually want to check to see whether he's alive or not?
I mean,
we don't have medicine, so we can't.
No. This is the medicine was just for you to look at him to know whether he was alive.
I'll check for a pulse. I'll use heal.
I don't know. What's a pulse? I don't know what that is. Is he breathing?
We're near the docks, aren't we?
Does he...
The docks are like 10 meters away from the door of the pub.
Yeah, we should take this guy outside and give him some air. Klaus, you grab his legs there, and I'll grab the... Oh, this guy's really heavy. Oh, okay.
Is this guy's bottle of brandy still on the table he sat at?
Mm-hmm.
I just pointed it for the rest of the locals. I think his drink is up for grabs.
about 3 people just kind of
Yeah, exactly,
you,
right. And we
look
we
at the
can
beer, look at
scarper
him.
with him.
They're
Okay.
doing that weird thing of looking at someone, looking at the thing you pointed at, looking at the thing, at the dead
okay.
thing. Like,
Mari, can you get the door? Mari.
Yeah. All right, I'll go run ahead and open the door.
Okay. All right. Whew, thanks. Okay. All right. Let's just. Okay, just right by the banks here. Let's just put him down for a second here, Klaus. Let's put him down. Okay. Gertrude would get some water, cup it in her hands, and try to splash it on his face.
I was just gonna slap him.
Francesca slaps him.
He very much did. As you slap him,
You now
feel
have a
the side of
damp,
his head.
slapped corpse.
You feel the side of his head, and it's kind of a little bit squishy.
Oh no.
Oh, Gertrude did not poke that, but maybe Klaus does. Does he have a coin purse?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna make me flip through the book again to find his stuff.
Yes.
He has a
Yeah.
well. He had a sword, obviously. So
Klaus, I think that's yours.
Yeah, I think you earned it,
Yeah,
Klaus.
Klaus, that's yours.
Stop hitting people in the knee.
We'll teach you how to use it, Klaus.
Indeed,
I think
boy.
that I think that if you take things off a corpse, that makes it a murder. Because it was a
No,
robbery.
this was a duel of honor. He insulted you, and in turn insulted me.
This was self defense.
Indeed.
You all saw it. Klaus, he was trying to hit you with his sword.
It's true, he did have a knife.
There were
He's
many
swinging
witnesses,
Francesco.
and I'm sure,
It's
Mary,
true.
in a court of law, you can say exactly what you said. You saw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it might be a little bit easier for all of us if we just take his coin purse and put some rocks in his robes and just kind of roll him in the Reich.
Okay.
So yes, the coin purse has some money in it. He's not quite as rich as the Bretonian, but he has 50 shillings and 36 pennies.
Okay.
He's also wearing a leather jack and leather leggings,
Wow.
all
Okay.
black, and
I-
they miraculously change shape and size to anybody who wants to wear them. Because he's like really tall and slender, but if you're short and dwarven shaped, they miraculously change shape for you.
I'd really like the armor. I don't care about the money. I'd really like the armor.
Sure, Francesco. You take that armor, and then we'll split up the money between Mari, Klaus, and myself.
The boy has earned it.
Yeah.
Here,
I'm
here.
okay with that.
Okay, that's 20 shillings for Mari, 20 shillings for Gertrude, 10 for Klaus. And Klaus, you can have all these pennies. You can have all the pennies.
That's fair. I also get the sword.
Yeah, you get that sword too.
Get the long knife.
Is there a knife as well?
No.
No.
I'm guessing Klaus thinks it's a
sword.
long knife.
Oh,
rather than
right.
a sword. But yeah, so the armor is a leather jack. So that's kind of it's like a jack. It's a full arm, covers the arms as well as the body.
Yeah.
For 1 point of armor and leather leggings, you've got 1 point of armor on your legs.
Can you wear a leather jack over a leather jerkin? Does that work?
I don't know. I don't know how armor stacking works.
Yeah, I'll check that now.
Yeah, so you've stripped him naked and you've robbed him.
Is there anything weird on his body? He's not a mutant, is he?
Nope, he is perfectly just a normal asshole.
Okay.
I don't know why he attacked us, but
He's a prick and deserved it.
well, I mean, whatever. Let's just put some cobblestones in his pockets and let's dump him in. Okay.
Yep.
Well, done with that. You guys want some schnitzel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you walk back into the pub, they see you are bodiless, and someone starts to quietly do that. A few other people start to pick it up, and then suddenly there's this raucous cheering, and you're welcomed in as a group of heroes. People are throwing drinks at you, not literally throwing drinks at you, although some of them probably are because they're that drunk. They're all buying you food, asking you to come to the tables, and just like you are now heroes. You are local legends.
Okay.
Yeah, you got rid of him. Well done. Woo! Thank you
Thanks.
for putting him in his place. Woo!
Really didn't mean to do that, but
All right, he deserved it. He was an arsehole.
yeah.
About time somebody bloodletty well put an end to him.
Who was that guy?
Oh, that's Max. He's a bit of an arse. All he does is he come round, goes down all the pubs along the docks, and he just starts fights for no reason. But he was too good, and none of us could stand up to him. So we'd all just end up battered and bruised, losing everything. Looking out, look at Bob over there in the corner. And you see his bloke in the corner with a broken arm and black eye, and he's like dribbling out the corner of his mouth, trying to drink through a straw. That's what usually happens. You lot. Oh, that chair trick. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Should have thought of that before.
Sure. Okay. I think I'm gonna go to the boat. I'll grab this next schnitzel, and I'll see the three of you later.
They don't let you leave.
What?
They refuse to let you leave. They just want to keep you in there until closing.
Yeah. Okay. Really, I gotta.
Come on, Gertrude. Let's
I gotta eat.
take breaths and do this together and just get done so that we can go back to the boat.
Joseph is also like, nah, stay, free food, free drink, welcoming people.
Okay.
And the other people here they won't come in here. Looking at Mary.
Yeah, those nobles. Gosh, good thing they're gone.
Yeah,
Bunch of-
asshole. Yeah, then you get lots of cheers of, yeah, nobles are assholes. Bugger the nobles. Viva la Rev- No, there's no such thing as no, we didn't say anything. Yeah, nobles are assholes. Always lording over us, but we can't do anything. There's nothing we can ever do about the nobles. No, we're all poor river folk. We don't get involved in any of that stuff.
Well, it's their job to lord it over us. They are the lords, right? I mean,
Yes, exactly, my learned friend. You understand how it works. Here, have another drink.
oh, okay.
All right, and
just
I
basically-
will stay close to Gertrude and kind of try to make sure that there's at least somebody between her and like anybody else, because clearly Gertrude is not comfortable.
Yeah. At least this schnitzel's pretty good.
You get very much the feeling, and they're very, very open. And even Joseph tells you, he's like, they're not going to tell anybody about what's happened here. You're not in any trouble. In fact, you're probably going to be welcome in this pub for the rest of eternity for free drinks. And maybe
That's
some of
nice.
the other pubs down there.
That's
They are
nice.
really not.
All it took was a human life.
Process this
Well-
later. Process this later, Gertrude.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Wait a minute.
No,
Oh,
don't go
Mari.
down that
Oh
road.
no.
Not right
Mari.
now. No.
We didn't take him to the Garden of Moor. He's gonna become a ghost and haunt us forever.
Gertrude, don't go down this path.
Oh my gosh. Why did I think this? Why did I do this? Why did I take you down this path?
Did he have any family or
Poor
anything
Klaus.
like that?
He's too young to be haunted.
Gertrude, there will be many more ghosts in our future. There are ghosts currently with us that are further than this, or that have been around for longer than this.
Wait,
I've
what?
never killed anyone before. That's not me. That's not me. And I'm not like Francesco there. He's probably got tons of ghosts haunting him. Why do you think he fled from Tilia?
Gertrude, I don't know if ghosts actually work that way.
You've heard the stories, haven't you?
I
Of the
mean,
whites and the banshees and the other things? I hear in Sylvania, some of those vampires can summon and conjure ghosts, entire armies of them.
Gertrude,
Someone
we are
hears
far way away from that.
someone hears these kind of comments and just goes, it's all folklore and folk myth. You occasionally get these weird things on the river though at night. You see these flashes of light through the murky waters. They're the things you've got to look for. the little wispy ghosty things there, you can go right through them. They're no problem. They don't hurt you. Those little serpentine things, the little glowing eyes in the river. That's where you've got to be careful.
Not helping.
It's all right. You're with Joseph. He's got all the wards that you need. He's a good fella. Us river folk, we know how to take care of those terrors of the night.
Right, so since we put the body into the river, and that's where the ghosts come up in the little balls of light, then all we got to do is, float away down the river, and the ghosts won't bother us.
You see, your young lad here, he's got the way of it. He knows the way of it.
Yeah.
Listen to your young lad here.
Yeah, what do
He's
you
gonna
mean you
go
never
far.
killed before? You never
What?
killed nothing?
Well, not something that could become a ghost. I mean, I did have to fight a beast man this one time, but I don't know if I just kind of ran away.
It's okay, beastmen ain't got no souls.
Yeah,
But-
I know. They're just godless.
You never killed like a cow or a chicken or...
Oh yeah, but they don't have souls.
Okay,
They won't
well,
come back as a ghost. You ever heard of a ghost chicken? That's
Oh, yeah.
just nonsense. What?
No. Me Graham, she told me that on the farm where she grew up, there was a whole flock of ghost chickens. True.
What? Oh my gosh, we need to stop the poultry industry. There could be an entire, one of those vampires from Sylvania could summon an entire chicken ghost army and come to get us. Think of how many chickens we all eat.
Poultry-geists,
All right.
yeah.
This is a saying that, yeah.
So
On the sidetrack, I was listening to the Magnus archives today, and where he was going through the 14 fears, I suppose you would call them. Well, I'm not going to give too much away because in case no one's listened to it. But yeah, one of them is about the fear of animals having fear of being eaten, about chickens, and now you're talking about chicken ghosts. I'm getting
Poltergeists.
spooked out of the.
all right. So
Anyway.
quick question. Is Gertrude a paranoid drunk, or does she mellow out after she's had a few?
I mean, you've seen Gertrude get pretty paranoid whenever she starts talking about supernatural things. This is definitely keeping it in character for her. And she's also probably been drinking.
Oh no, I'm talking
she's
about
very
drinking
good.
specifically. Does she get more paranoid, or does she mellow out?
You think at a point she just gets kind of tired and exhausted.
All right.
And at that point,
Mari's gonna keep feeding her drinks until she gets to the point of where she's tired and wants
Okay.
to go to bed.
okay.
Kind of mellow her
All
out.
right. Well, Gertrude's I guess, going to drink her sadness away for the rest of this scene. And the rest of you can roleplay for a little while.
drink her fears away.
Mari will be very, very carefully policing what Gertrude is drinking, though.
But making sure it's always full.
Always full, but never too much.
I found it. Yeah, leather armor can stack with other armor. Sorry, I was reading for a while. I'm now
alright.
happy. Yeah, I've totally ignored Gertrude's psychological breakdown over murder. I'm just there drinking.
Joseph is with you drinking. You Tillians, you are good drinkers. Let's have a competition and try.
Today for us, for him. He is now yesterday.
You're a good lad. We like you. Don't see many Tillians on the river, so it's nice to see a new fresh face. Don't know about you whether you have any river folk down where you are.
Oh, there are rivers, and there's the seas, and there's those wily pirates they're corsairs from Araby.
Oh, they're bastards, that lot. They steal our trade and they try to claim
And then there is a stallions. A stallions are bastards.
Oh, I've met a few of them as well. Yeah, their wine not as good as yours.
Yeah.
Screw that. I won't do business with them. They're always about trying to swindle you. Don't like it.
And is this a good place to pause at the mid-session?
I was going to do something. There's one more bit that I kind of want to do, and we'll again leave it on a cliffhanger.
Okay,
So-
cool.
So the night goes on, and you end up having quite a good night. Well, Gertrude doesn't. Gertrude slowly dissolves into probably a dribbling wreck on the floor of paranoia. And then eventually you have to leave. The pub closes up, and Joseph takes you to his boat, which actually has a name, which is called somewhere. Why did there have to be so many words on the page? I'll tell you in a minute. I think it's like the Berraburley or something like that.
That's a pretty cool one.
It's very Tillian sounding name. So you leave the pub, and you kind of you walking down in your happy swingy way. Mary is consoling Gertrude and trying to drag her along. Klaus is
Mari wouldn't have drank much at all through this, so that she can be the one to
Mari,
get.
you're such a good friend. You're such a good friend. I'm so glad I met you randomly on the road to Altdorf. Where would I be without you?
You would have not had as interesting a life,
It's true.
or you'd be
Now,
dead to ditch.
Okay, that too, Beastman.
Can you all make me an easy, so plus 40, despite the fact that you're pissed out your head? Well, some of you are. An easy perception check, please. So plus 40 to your skill.
Gertrude, I choose that Gertrude will fail.
I actually fail this. I'm clearly drinking. And
You're too busy talking to Joseph and about the finities of the wines and things.
oh, I'm also happy with Klaus. I'm like, this blade is good. I will teach you how to be an expert swordsman like myself.
You said plus 40.
Plus 40.
I succeed by 4 points.
I got 5 levels.
Oh, good. Someone's paying attention.
Despite the fact that you're trying to console a distraught Gertrude, you are definitely paying attention. And Klaus is like trying to ignore the fact that a drunk Tillian is waving a sword around in front of him, looking around everywhere else. So you two, Klaus and Mary, you become aware of 2 figures away in the dark following you.
All right, I will.
More. Is that the ghosts?
No, it's not the ghosts.
Ghosts?
No, Gertrude, Francesco, we're being followed.
By
Just slowly.
ghosts? By ghosts?
My people. People that we can handle.
Are these the ones you were meant to be working for?
Probably.
Wait, you got a job?
It's not the job that you want.
You were working for a ghost mafia?
Gertrude.
Cekavalo. Let us make our way to the boat.
Yep. I'm
try
gonna
to lose them.
I'm gonna lean into Joseph too and just let him know that we're being followed.
Joseph is like swinging over there. Follow the Edward's always been followed. Did you know these people around here? There's...
Oh, you're no help. Okay.
He's quite happily drunk, because I was like, people will always follow me. So I'm well known and loved, and people. And that's a massive dose.
Fantastic.
It's not the ghost, Gertrude. Don't worry, the ghosts don't sneak around, and you can't see them if they're far away. You can only see them when they're in your face.
It's quite late at night, isn't it?
Yes,
Yep.
it's probably about midnight.
And I'm wearing now. I have armor that's completely black.
Yes, but you are also drunk.
Yeah, I haven't tested for being drunk. Can I test for being drunk?
No, you're drunk.
Oh shit.
Gertrude chooses to fail any drink alcohol test.
But you can still try and be stealthy if you want. It just might be a little bit harder because you're mildly drunk.
Ooh.
I was gonna say, if you're choosing to fail at anything, do we get any bonuses for narrative?
Depends what you're trying to do.
Okay, we'll just carry on to the boat.
Yeah, Joseph doesn't really seem to care about this. He's just like, yes, get on the boat, on the boat. We're on the boat. Nobody can follow us because we're not going anywhere.
Is there a route
we can't follow people and we're not going anywhere?
Is there a route which will take us there where there's enough people along the way, like light and
It's kind of
locals?
I'd say it's kicking out hour.
Right.
So it's like all the pubs are starting to close, so there are people around. But maybe when you start to get to his berth where he's put his barge, that there are fewer people.
Shit.
In the morning, you're going to have to tell me about this job you got. 'Cause I'm just working on a boat, so is that
Yes, so am I.
okay?
Should we pause there or on the cliffhanger?
Nope.
Okay.
This is where we're going to pause. As you get to the barge, the Barabali, Joseph walks up and puts a foot on the barge. A crossbow bolt slams into the side of the barge, just where Joseph put his foot.
Shit.
And we'll stop there.
Right. We'll be back in 10-15 minutes. See you in a bit. we're back with a change around.
Are we all moved? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you moved, mate.
Oh, I ruined everything. I ruined
No, I'll
everything.
just slide you back into position there. That's done. Cool. Right.
Right, so yes, Gertrude is hungover and, well, not hungover, is drunk as hell. And there's just been a crossbow bolt, which is just thunk into the. I now know the name of the boat. It is the Bearer. I did know the name of the boat, and I've just forgotten it again.
The Barracuda.
Berabelli. Berebelli. I think. Berabelli. Something like that.
Beer belly.
Beer belly. I don't know. But yeah, so he's just Joseph just stepped on the boat and boom, twang. There's a crossbow bolt
Has
studs
that-
into the side of the boat.
Come from the direction of the people following us, by any chance?
Yes, surprisingly.
Shit.
Fantastic. Joseph, how are you at driving drunk?
This boat is sail controlled. The sails are not up, so I can drive. I just can't sail.
That doesn't help.
And he just kind of falls flat into his boat, and then you just hear this heavy snoring coming from him.
Oh, great.
I would say, Gertrude, this is usually normal for Joseph. You are well aware of this, but obviously in your current mental state, you don't notice.
I am going to draw my pistol with the single shot it has left and fire it in their direction, because even if I miss, the point is they have to make an intimidation check to not, run terrified from a gun.
Are you going to aim? Are you going to look and shoot, or are you just going to spin around and randomly shoot in that direction?
I know where the crossbow bolt came from, so I'm going to point in the direction the bolt came from.
So you're going to shoot in the direction that the bolt came from.
So I know where the bolt landed. You can tell from where they should have shot it from.
The direction, yeah. Okay. Yeah, make me a ballistic check. Ballistic skill, ranged ballistic skill, bow.
Yeah, it's not going to be very good, but I don't care. It's 30, my skill. I'm drunk as well.
Yeah, make it challenging.
So what, minus 10?
Straight challenge. Yeah, let's make it difficult actually. Minus 10. There you go.
Okay, yeah. Screw it, let's re-roll that. Spend another fortune. Or should I spend a point of resolve that I only have 1 point of resolve left to spend? And does resolve let me pick my result?
It lets you pick the result, yeah.
No, resolve allows me to ignore all conditions.
Resilience.
Resilience.
Do I spend a point of resilience? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's spend a point of resilience and choose a critical hit and point it right back at them.
Cool. As you spin around and you pull out your pistol and you just kind of, you know where the shot is and you know that there are people following you. And you make your shot. And it does hit something. It hits a lamppost. Because
Shit.
where you thought these people would be is nobody. But below where their bodies should have been stood are two bodies on the floor with crossbow bolts in their back.
Oh, fuck.
I think that Gertrude needs to make a coolness check because a firearm just went off right next to her. She doesn't know what's going on.
She's very scared. She's very drunk. She's just seen a crossbow bolt and a big bang.
That was a 95. She's freaking out.
You are basically, you're going to every roll that you are making from now until you've slept it all off is going to be at a difficult rating, so a minus 10
Perfect.
every roll.
Fantastic. Can I throw Gertrude into the boat?
Yeah.
Yes,
Is-
you may.
Are you going to
Useless right now.
push?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I whoomp her into the boat so she doesn't go into the water,
Yep.
and hopefully, like, hope that she just kind of stumbles and lays down and just kind of.
I think she'll land on Joseph. They'll just be pig piled in there.
And Mario will just say, "Just cuddle with Joseph right now. Keep your head down."
Joseph is your friend. See your friend. Yep. Yeah, I will say, with the fear that Gertrude is feeling at the moment, and the fact that you've been looking after her all evening, I'm going to say that's easy to do.
Okay.
Klaus, how are you feeling? You've just heard a black powder weapon going off. You have never seen a black powder weapon.
I mean, I was there when they picked it up.
Were you?
In
Were you there at
in the first
I
coaching?
forgot when you
yeah.
actually disappeared. When you
Yeah.
disappeared.
But he's never heard one go off. Did he? Did that guy? Oh, he did. He did shoot up in the ceiling.
He shot up into the ceiling. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the second time you've ever heard a black powder weapon go off, and this one is actually gone off in a fight situation in a way, I suppose.
Ew! What?
And you're drunk.
That's awful loud. What are you doing? What? What's going on?
Yeah.
Get on the boat. We must leave now.
But,
Yep. Go, Klaus.
but he just shot that black powder. What's going on? I'm confused.
I'm gonna give him the Gertrude treatment and just kind of gently turn him and push him forward onto the boat, making sure to like lift gently as he steps over the water. Onto the boat, Klaus. Onto the boat.
Just wondering why we're shooting, but okay.
We'll talk about it later. They're shooting. All right.
Yeah, Klaus will get on the boat.
Okay.
Mary, Francesco, what are you two going to be doing now? Obviously, you've just kind of. Ugh.
I am assuming I am the most sober one here.
Oh yeah. It's not you've had to have a little bit of alcohol because the pub people were plying you with it, and you had to make it look. For Gertrude's sake, you had to kind of, in your own kind of sanity, listening to Gertrude go mental. You've had a little bit, but you are definitely you are probably the most sober, but you're not fully sober.
All right, I will turn to Francesco and be like, "What do we do?"
We should leave immediately. Why there are people here with crossbows?
All right, how do we get the boat going?
Well, if we get on, we bring up the gangplank, and then there must be a anchor or something that is securing us to the dock.
Okay.
And then we should push off. We should leave with the some of the current.
As you are talking about this, two people, a man and a woman, come out from the boat, and you have seen these two people on the boat before when you stored Jill in the cart. They are Joseph's servants. I'm doing really well at forgetting the names of people and things and everything. So they have names, but my brain doesn't work. Tim and Eric. Yes, we'll go with Tim and Eric for the moment. They come out and go, oh, he's done it again. Right, fine, cool, okay, right. And they pick up Joseph to take him to bed. And they hear Mary and Francesco talking about casting off now. They just like, yeah, no, we can't do that because then we'll be chased by the river guard and stuff. You can't leave Altdorf until the morning, so we're going to have to wait anyway.
There are river
even if
guard?
people
Call
are
the river
shooting
guard.
at us?
There's ghosts and guns and the bolts and everything. We got to get out of here right now. We got to go. We got to go.
Surely some of the river guard then must have heard the pistol go off.
They've probably heard. They probably don't care.
Shit.
Classic
It's ticking out
Warhammer.
time. It won't be the only shot we'll hear tonight. And it probably won't be the first splash of a body into the river that we'll have heard either. And obviously they just look at
Splash of a
they just
body?
completely ignoring Gertrude. One of them looks at the other and kind of looks at a mallet on the side of on like that you'd use to bash fish with, and then looks at the other and then looks at Gertrude and just kind of like, put her to sleep.
Gertrude, just close your eyes, go to sleep.
Can I go down in the hold? Can I sleep down there?
Yeah,
I think I'll be safer.
Shouldn't it?
I'll be safer. Gertrude goes downstairs.
Is anyone else shooting at us at all?
No, nothing. All nothing else is happening. There's been no more shots. There's been no more bolts appearing. There's no more people following you.
Can I scan again to see if I can see anything else?
Yeah, make me another easy perception check.
Okay.
Hey, I don't want to metagame, but it seems like things really work out for us when we loot bodies.
All right.
Are you suggesting we should go over to those bodies with crossbow bolts in them and find out who they are? Or who they are and what they have?
I mean, this is out of character metagaming, but they wouldn't have a coin purse on them.
Well, they are
I think
following
he's
us, so it'd be
suggesting
good to
that
find out who they
Francesco
are.
goes to do that.
Yeah, I might just go pilfer their bodies.
So I only have a 4 levels of success this time.
Yeah, there's nobody else around at all. Well, there's a few drunks around, but they're just gonna like staggering around, sat around, completely harmless. A normal Saturday night. Kind of
Klaus,
quiet crowd.
let us... There seems to be no one else shooting at us. Should we not go see who they killed?
Yeah, let's go check on him. Klaus is already on the boat.
But you
He
just told me to
is
get on the
also
boat.
inebriated and should
Klaus?
not be.
You have a sword. Bring it and use it if you need to.
Oh, okay. Klaus,
Pointy end goes in the other person.
Klaus just puts the sword over his shoulder, like any other tool.
Like he's carrying a pickaxe.
Yeah.
Hi ho!
All right. I'll walk over with Francesco.
Yeah.
Cool. As you get to the bodies, when you've been having this conversation and Mary's been pushing people on, you get to the bodies. You notice the crossbow bolts are missing.
Is the crossbow bolt still in the side of the boat?
Crossbow bolt is still in the side of the boat.
All right.
I'll
You've got no clue what's going on. You're asleep somewhere.
I'll stand
bed.
ready. You check the bodies.
I'll roll the bodies.
And then we dispose of them again.
Yep.
The bodies have a certain
Wait, why are
fragrance
we
that
disposing of
reminds
them?
you of your young friend here.
What?
Wait, what?
They smell a little bit homeless. shall
Oh,
we say?
right, okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant there was
and
another doppelganger
Francesco.
going on.
Francesco, as Mary rolls one of the bodies over, you notice that the face looks familiar.
Oh, shit. Marie, these are those two ruffians who came up to me speaking in riddles the other day. During the day.
Here, did you shoot this man?
I did not. He has a crossbow. He had a crossbow bolt in him.
I don't see no crossbow bolt.
Okay.
Check his body.
So, yep, I roll the bodies. Is there anything of worth on them?
How well are you checking the bodies? What are you doing? They do smell that they are quite.
I got almost vomited on today. Like,
You
At this
definitely got some
point-
vomit on you, even with that plate. There was some splash.
yeah, there was some splash. At this
You were
point,
holding the plate. There's vomit on your fingers, if nothing else.
Cool. Let me just have a...
Wipe it on your shirt, you'll be fine.
Maybe you
Oof.
want to vomit onto them, so it makes them smell slightly better. Let me have a look, see if I can make you roll something for this. Make me... There's no investigation skill.
It'll be perception, I think.
Yeah.
Or, hold on.
Gamble.
No, make me an intuition. Make me an intuition roll.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
And it's going to be what's not easy, but what average, so plus 20.
Oh, okay. 3 successes.
Cool. As you are patting the bodies down and moving shirts around and looking for anything that they have, you discover 2 daggers on the bodies.
I grab them.
Small knife, short things. They look possibly slightly too ornate for street ruffians.
Okay.
They also have 3 shillings and 19 pennies between them.
All right.
And as you kind of move one of them and you shift his shirt slightly, you notice there's a tattoo on his chest. And the tattoo, in the dim light that you are in, is in the shape of a hand.
Hand?
Yeah. If you look at it closer, you notice that it's actually purple as a tattoo.
Purple hand.
And now I see the look on Chris and Mike's face because they know exactly what this is because they've read a little bit of the history.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want to be surprised.
Marie, what have you found?
Passed out in a pub in a bed somewhere.
Um.
And as you
So-
look at the other body, you notice the other one has a similar tattoo.
Okay, so they both have
They
tattoos.
both have purple hand tattoos on them.
Okay. I will let Francesco know about the tattoos and the daggers.
Those are very pretty daggers.
Yeah, they're not for stabbing. They're for
No.
something else. But let's look into that a little later.
They're like letter
I reckon I
openers.
got it all figured out. I got 2 options here. Now, 1, these men made wine. And the purple hand is because they have to squeeze the grapes to get all the juice out so it stains the hands. Or, and this is where I'm leading because normally you stomp on the grapes, which is really gross because your feet are nasty. Or, they were printers. You get the ink on your hands and it stains, right? Right?
You stupid
So-
boy. If it was ink or grape juice, it would rub off. This is a tattoo.
Yeah.
It is permanent.
Right. It's a tattoo. You know, your boat owner friend, he's got a tattoo of an anchor. It's to prove that he's a sailor. So they have a tattoo of a hand with ink on it because they're printers.
They are some gang or organization. I do not like. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we roll them
So-
into the Reich?
Yeah, let's roll them into the river.
But I
Let
didn't,
them splash down.
I didn't think that we killed them.
We didn't.
No, but someone may think we have killed them.
Yep. And if they're part of an organization, that's the organization we have to be concerned about. I will make sure that Francesco gets into the boat because he is
Doesn't it
also
look-
inebriated.
Doesn't it look guilty if we throw the bodies into the river? Don't it make us look like we killed them?
Look around. All that is here is drunken seamen. puerile. But anyway.
I think they're rivermen. But okay. 2 more bodies into the river. Klaus, throw away the bodies.
Well,
Klaus, put
they're going to
rocks in their
distract the river
pockets.
god for us.
Klaus, put a
Their
hole in
ghosts
that
will
one
distract
so
the
he
river
doesn't float.
god.
Shut up, Klaus, and get on the boat.
Yeah, Klaus Klaus takes the bodies over to the river, puts rocks in their pockets, stabs them through the lungs so that they fill up with water, and throws them in. Klaus,
We have our
dispose of
own
more
pocket
bodies.
murder hobo.
If I had a
Warfuck
pig,
is
it
obviously
would be much
it's not a
easier.
murder hobo game, but we've just turned it into a murder hobo game.
Oh no,
But
we're not murder hobos. We're just very
We're body
drunk and
disposal
paranoid.
hobos.
We should
Also,
really
Klaus
be
is
all
not a hobo.
morticians.
He has a home. He's a tourist.
Klaus is
Murder
just preparing to.
tourists.
He's just preparing to have his career change to gravedigger.
Not a lot of digging on. Wait, how thick is this river?
imagine the Ankh from Terry Pratchett.
Yeah. They're gonna get
Pretty
up
much
and
the same
walk
thing.
off.
You could probably walk across the Reich.
Ugh.
So it's like oubliette, where if you it's a non-Newtonian liquid, if you get it moving fast enough, it turns into a solid.
If you run across it, you're fine. If you stand on it, you sink.
That's fair. That's gross.
So if you throw a body over it, it will bounce, and then it will sink.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit in that river, isn't there?
hmm
Hmm.
And there's a lot of
Alright.
bodies. I think
3
technically
bodies.
the river bed, the Reich is basically bodies.
All right.
Right,
Get
cool.
on the
Okay,
boat.
on the boat. I'm
Yep,
on a
get on the boat.
Are you gonna have a nice nap now to kind of?
Oh,
I-
rest.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be much sleeping. At least not for Mari.
Is Murray going to stay up all night on the deck, keeping guard, making sure nobody else is coming around while you hear the loud snores of Joseph coming through, and I don't know the whatever noise Gertrude makes when she sleeps in her
She's
petrified
probably
manner.
like half sobbing in her sleep. So yeah, no, Mari will be staying awake. She'll let Francesco know that she's staying awake too, because not sure what he wants to do.
He's just gonna have a sleep, so he can actually heal some wounds.
Yep. We'll say yeah. Everybody will get a rest, even Murray, even though she's staying awake. And technically, that's the end of that section of the story. So you will get some XP from that bit, but I'm going to give it to you after we start the next bit, because the next bit kind of rolls in really nicely to it. So yeah, it's you've had your sleep. Some of you might have a bit of a fuzzy head in the morning. Some of you might feel a lot worse than others in the morning. Actually, Gertrude, would you make me a consume alcohol roll? I just want to see how ill you feel.
Oh, and you're on a boat too.
Oh, this could go real bad. However, I did spend points on the skill consume alcohol. Very, very crucial one in this game. But she fails by two failure levels.
Yeah, you're not well. You're really you're going to spend probably most of the morning with your head over the side of the barge, and I'm going to give you disadvantage on all your rolls until some point in the afternoon, maybe.
Oh yeah, love it.
And you're probably still psychologically traumatized as well.
A little bit.
How much did
Little
you
bit.
fail your consume alcohol by? Because obviously there's a full system for it.
There is a full system for it.
She failed by
Who? You said?
Minus
Yeah.
2
29.
versus.
29 is the number of points that she failed by.
Oh, okay, right. But how many success levels?
2.
2. Yeah, okay. So you are hungover now for the next. You're like hungover for the next like 10 hours.
10 hours?
10 hours?
Oh no, sorry, no, it's not. No, 7 hours.
Say, Mary, you were not good at looking after.
7 hours is. Ooh, jeez.
Say, it's mid-afternoon.
Afternoon, yeah.
And you count as having the fatigued condition.
Oof.
Yeah. Not much. It's not going to be much. Joseph, however, is bounding around happy as Larry, despite
Jesus
the fact that he was probably
Christ.
more drunk than all of you put together.
Consume alcohol is as high as.
Yeah.
He drinks like a dwarf, and yeah. Francesco and Klaus, you're pretty fine as well. You had some fun, but you didn't overindulge. Mary, you're just a little bit kind of fuzzy-headed because you've not had much sleep. We might, if anything important comes up, I might make you fatigued, but we'll see.
All right.
So, as morning rises and Joseph somehow miraculously wakes up as the sun rises over the Reich and over Altdorf, he just wakes up and is happy and Larry and stomping around the boat going, "Come on everybody, it's time to get the boat ready, we need to leave on the tide." And he's actually quite loud and jubilant about this. Stomping around, knocking on you've all got your own cabins. Somehow this boat is big enough for you all to have your own cabins. He knocks on everybody's door.
Klaus doesn't have a cabin, does he?
No.
No.
Klaus does not have a cabin.
Klaus was offered a cabin. Whether Klaus takes the cabin or not is a different matter. Maybe sleeping at the foot of Francesco's bed.
Where every good dog
Mari
is.
would not have been in her cabin. She would have probably stayed on deck all night.
That's fine. He then gets onto deck and he orders you around and he orders. I did have the name of them a minute ago. I think it was Walmer and somebody else who were his deckhands. Orders them to start getting ready to cast off. As you are kind of casting off, you notice other boats and things are doing the same thing around you. And there seems to be a little bit of a buzz through some of the other boats. And you hear, you notice that they're kind of whispering news around each other. And Joseph's like, "Yo, news! What news on the morning?" And someone comes over and tells you, it's like, "Oh, the Watch were coming around earlier and they were asking questions. Last night there were some murders down on the docks where all the pubs are. A noble was murdered, and they're looking for a group of 4 individuals. One of them was a foreigner. I don't know. It's all the kind of talk. The Watch are looking for them, as they said that there was maybe a fight in the boatman. I don't know. I was not there. I was over in the sailor's yard. But yes, there's words, and obviously a noble has been killed. And I think there was maybe their bodyguards as well. 2 of the bodyguards.
So not the
Well, that's
noble
weird.
we killed.
I
Or the
didn't
person
see
we
no
killed.
noble.
It was one of the nobles that were getting wasted.
Oh yeah, there was 2 nobles, but they walked out together. So, oh, weird. Help me untie this knot. Or
Klaus,
cast off.
as I help Klaus do some stuff, Klaus, you begin to realise that Francesco is now doing his finest Reich spiel. He's even having picked up a little bit from Gertrude and Marie. He is sounding more and more Germanic-ish, if that is so. For this world, Reichish.
He sounds much more. He sounds less foreign.
Yes, let us cast off. A good thing. I am just going to make myself a bit more comfortable. I am obviously making sure that my dark leather jerkin and leggings are not worn at this time while I am working hard.
And Joseph obviously takes this news and kind of comes over to you and he's like, I think we need to leave quickly.
Yes,
those
Joseph.
nobles, one of them's dead. We didn't do it, but we need to leave.
Yeah.
Chop, chop, chop,
Yeah.
chop.
Okay, let's go. Let's get
It's
out of
real
here. Let's
weird
shove
though.
off.
We was there until they closed the riverman, and I didn't see no.
It does
dead
not matter
nobles.
whether they think we are the murderers or not. It has been nailed upon us.
Let's go.
Yeah,
not right.
we're the only ones that interacted with them. So someone, they said no one in the river, the Boatman Tavern would talk, but somebody talked. They always talk. Now it's coming back to us. Let's go. Let's go, everyone. I'm going to be at the front of the boat, though.
That's not very fair.
Mari is gonna do her best to complete whatever tasks need to get done.
It takes you about an hour to kind of get the boat ready, and then you cast off from the docks and you start to sail into the center of the Kaiserreich, the big river, or the big tributary that leads to the Reich that you're kind of cast on. It is vast. As you start to kind of come away from the dock, you realize actually how vast the Reich is. From where you were to the opposite shore is probably bigger than Klaus's village. It is.
The Reich is
30,
freaking
40
wide.
meters across. This is only a tributary that will lead into the Reich for you to leave the city. You are noticing a lot of other barges on there, and you're beginning to see the actual size and the grandeur of how big this city really is. And it starts to sail down, and you get onto the Reich itself. And then you notice not just the small trader barges like the barge that you're on. You start to you start to notice bigger merchant vessels, full-sized galleon-esque vessels, and you also notice ships from the Imperial Navy that guard the river and the entrances to Altdorf on the Reich. You start to head what would effectively be south on the river towards the gate there, and as you come up to the gate, this is where the station of the Imperial Navy fleet is that protect Altdorf. And Joseph points out, he points out a couple of ships, and he goes, what's the name of this one? He points out a few of them, going, these ones are prison ships. They're obviously they're technically run by the guards, but these are run by the prisoners. But it's right next to the navy. What are you gonna do? They're still on the boat. They can't get to land. We throw them bread every now and then. Oh, and that big one there. And you turn around, and you see the biggest ship ever. It is absolutely grand. It is ornate. There is gold gilded across it. And he points out that this is the Emperor Wilhelm III, the flagship of the Imperial Navy itself, that has been docked here for its 70 years of service and has never left Altdorf. It has a crew of 1,000, and it has in the region of 200 cannon on each side. It carries a complement.
1,000 people?
1,000 people, my dear sir.
On that boat?
Floating town on there.
Wow.
Bigger than my town.
Yeah. Hey, Joseph, can you remind me why it's never actually gone out to sea and it's just sat there for 70 years?
Because it's a
Won't
long
fit
way
through the gate, will it?
Because it's a what?
It's a long way to the ocean from here.
Well, what's the point of building a sea vessel if it doesn't go to the sea?
Because it protects the gateway to Altdorf.
Okay. I guess those nobles know more than I do.
Yeah, it seems a bit of a waste. It's a fine galleon, it's never sailed, so it does, to me, seem a bit of a waste. But they're not river folk, they're town folk, so they don't kind of get the idea of what a boat is for. other than apparently trying to look pretty, like a big mansion, a big palace on the water.
I heard once that some scallywags tried to steal the gold gilding off the side of it, but they got caught.
Yeah, they did. They're in one of those prison boats over there. It happens every couple of months.
Really? Wow, that frequently? Huh?
Yeah. Occasionally, they don't fall off the boat and die.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the boat Klaus continues to sail the boat. Not Klaus. Joseph continues to sail the boat. Klaus can take control if he wants to. Suddenly, Klaus has become a proper seaman. Then you start to head towards the Weissbruck Canal. The entrance to the Weissbruck Canal. And I know it's a bit of a short one, but I think we'll actually leave it there for today. Before we start moving into the canal and the trip down to Bogenhaven and the fun and games that happens along the way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll get deep into another part of the story, and then we'll have to stop halfway through that bit. So.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure a certain elf can use a little boat and board.
Yeah. So when you come to the entrance to the Weissbruck Canal, and there is a toll you have to pay at the canal entrance, and there's what they're called locks, canal locks, and there's a lock house that you have to go into. So we'll pause there. Hopefully the elf will be back next week, and she can jump on the barge at the lock entrance. So what you are going to get experience wise?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
XP to spend in swimming.
No way.
Getting a hangover.
Gertrude's not spending on swimming.
Oh, I also need to do something. I forgot. You've all woken up, so. Okay. One.
You're not supposed to wake
Four
up.
of us. So Klaus is a lucky man today. He got some corruption yesterday. Today he gets +1 fortitude. Or fortune, sorry, not fortitude.
Oh.
+1 fortune. And
Intriguing.
Mary, your shawl or your coat that you were wearing last night while you were sat on the boat watching has changed colour. So it may have been maybe a brown colour. It is now beige. And this happens as you start. You don't notice it, but as the boat leaves Altdorf, it was brown when you were in Altdorf, and then you kind of after you looked at the Wilhelm, you turn around and you just like your coat or top or something, a piece of clothing on you has changed.
It's like an
colour to
overcoat,
beige.
yeah.
Your overcoat has changed to beige.
Mari, when did you get the new coat?
I didn't.
Oh, did you leave it out in the sun too long?
Maybe. I don't know. Like I start looking through all my other stuff to see if anything else is getting like color washed out of it.
Nope.
Maybe it was one of those cheap Marienberg weaves. You know, the ink, the dye kind of starts to run. You know, if you wash it too much, or if you wash it the first time.
Oh, maybe it changes color because it got vomit on it or something.
Oh, that's pretty weird.
Wait. Why would you wash your clothes?
I mean, you don't want to do it that often, Klaus, but, you know, occasionally just get some of the mud out.
But the mud is what protects you from the demons what make you sick. Little imps.
Yes, boy. Yes.
It different social standards, Klaus.
Right. In civilized society, Klaus, you don't need the mud to protect you from the pestilence demons. So you should wash your clothes at least Well, I'm sorry, not more than twice a year.
Francesco looks aghast at that very idea.
So does Klaus, but for probably very
For the
different
reverse.
Reasons.
What? You want me to go what? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've had that conversation. We can pick up about washing clothes as a conversation next time and see
Filling
how the elf
conversation.
feels about cleanliness. And
May I claim a point of resolve back for acting as my motivation of thrill seeker? I'm a swordsman taking on duels. I fought for Klaus's honour.
I will say yes because you did. You tried to defend Klaus's honor for some reason.
He's mine. He's
And,
his property.
Crystal, did you used resolve as well, didn't you?
I did.
I think because you stayed up all night and you looked after Gertrude and you were nice to Gertrude, I'll give you that back as well.
Sweet.
That's really nice. Thanks, Mari.
XP.
Yeah. So cool. Okay, so XP wise, you get 10. So you befriended Joseph, and you are now friends with him. Francesco is quite good friends with him. They've had a long conversation about wine.
Oh yeah.
So everyone gets 10 XP for that.
Yay.
You all get 5 XP for not fighting the nobles.
Would we have gotten more XP if we fought them? Just want to know. Okay.
Yeah.
You
We
would have
showed
got-
restraint, everyone. That's good.
You all get 10 XP for murderizing Max with a chair.
Excellent.
That was an accident.
Yeah, and you also get 10 XP for leaving on Joseph's boat.
Gertrude was just
Rather
cleaning
than
that chair when it went off.
Other means. So what's that? 10, 20, 35 points. Please.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And cool. So next week we will enter the Weissbruck Canal and all the fun and games of travelling down a canal on a barge for a couple of days. Let's see who gets seasick.
Wait, is it a barge or a sailboat?
It's a barge, but
Aren't
it has
those-
sails.
Aren't those pulled?
It's a bit nondescript.
Okay.
You can't pole through the Reich because it's too deep and big.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be very deep.
So it has sails for that bit, and
We probably have a couple oars, but it'll be really rough.
Mm.
Also, this is a good question. Are we going against the current at the moment?
Yeah.
I think we are, because we're going
Yes.
inland, away
Yeah.
from the sea.
We are,
I-
because we're going south,
the
and the
right-
right flows out north past Marienburg.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of heading down towards the border princes and like the Grey Mountains and stuff like that. So
Well, I'm banking my 45 XP because I'm close to upgrading my career.
you're swimming.
Whoa.
But cool, yes. So you have experienced a little bit of the big city. You have made friends along the way. Mary has made some very good friends along the way, and is probably very happy that she's leaving the city behind. Gertrude now thinks she's haunted by ghosts.
Well, just one singular ghost.
Klaus is very confused over life. And Francesco has a new friend to drink with. So, cool. I hope that was all good. And we shall continue this. The next session will be not...
No, next session would if we were 2 weeks time from now, that would make it Boxing Day, and we are likely we're not doing that.
That'd be the day after Boxing Day.
It'll be the day after. It'll be the 27th.
Is it? Let me
Yes,
just see.
because the day's the 13th.
We can figure out offline if we're going to have a session or not.
Oh yeah, Sunday. Sorry, yeah, the 27th. So yeah, we'll make sure we might do. we'll check with Gehenna Gaming what the schedule is planned. I don't know if they've got other things also planned for the holidays as well. But yeah, I think we should do on the 27th. We should be okay. Yeah, obviously, if you want to find out more about Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, obviously go to Cubicle 7's website and go to their website to buy the books. You will get PDF copies if you buy the books directly from them. If you have credit to use at Drive-Thru-RPG, obviously, and you prefer buying through them, you can buy there. You can get the PDFs. If you want to find out more about Darker Days Radio, go to Darker Days Radio at www.darker-days.org for the podcast. There you'll find Darkhammer episodes, which cover Warhammer RPGs. Next one that goes up this Friday will be about elves in the mortal realms and why they're all just arseholes again. They're just arseholes. Elves are arseholes. It's their fault. It actually really is. Then go to Instagram and Twitter at Darker Days Radio. Come over to our Discord, discuss the games, discuss what we're doing, talk about what games you're playing. That's all cool, good fun. Go over to Gehenna Gaming's Discord, find out about the other stream games they're running and upcoming events. There are upcoming events to be announced, and there's lots of cool things in the future. And there's lots of cool new scenarios out for Warhammer Fantasy. There is a new Christmas scenario called The Spirit of Mondstill, which is hilarious. There is also the Middenheim book that's out. There is also the Relics of the Reichland book that is out, and there's a book of one-shots in the Reichland. Oh, the Relics of the Empire and one-shots of the Reichland. And I think that's it. Obviously, go to YouTube. All the most recent episodes are up there. You can find our Wrath and Glory campaign. And you can find on our YouTube the Soulbound game that David ran for Dragonmeet.
Yeah, lots of fun that was.
But that is basically it for now, and we will see you soon with another with the continuation of this madcap hijinks adventure.
Yep, all fun and games.
So goodbye for now.
Take it easy.
Bye.